Hi, Ed Akehurst here. I'm going to do a walkthrough of Genius Pages and kind of review it as I go through there. Genius Pages is a website and funnel builder. I am one of the founding partners. I'm helping to finance this. It's being developed by Tier 5, and it is wonderful, okay? So I can't wait to dive in here and show you what we've got. Before I do that, let me get a ticker going here across the bottom. I do want to let you know that this is for sale if you decide you want to buy it. If you've already bought it and you just want to watch this to see some of the new features and updates, that's great. I just finished 24 training videos for it because it's in beta. The company hasn't done any training videos yet. There's no point in doing that until it's all finished, but I've got 24 of them ready for you, and I'll keep them updated as new features are added. It is in beta. We do find a bug here and there, and we just report it, and they fix it. And they're also adding new features all the time. Every few weeks we see a bug fixed, or every few weeks we see a new feature added, and they're just going to keep adding new features as we go on. So I'll show you what it looks like now. We're in the beginning of May. If you do want to pick it up, just go to edsays.net/builder and see what the price is. As we add new features, that price will continue to climb. You get in early, you get a much lower price for helping us finance this thing and help give feedback and report bugs and things like that. If you wait until it's all finished, that's fine too. You'll just pay a whole lot more per month. Totally up to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen here, and I'm just going to walk through this thing. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to show you all the features, all the things. If you like what you see, reach out to me. If you already have it, reach out to me, and I'll make sure you have the training videos that I have done. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and as I add new videos, new training videos, you'll get a notification of that. So here we go. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. And let's share this window right here. There we go. Okay. Let me stop the ticker because that's probably going to get annoying. Let's just show the page and we'll hide the ticker. I can come back to that later. Okay. So let's go see what we've got here. Now I'm in Genius Pages, okay, and what we have, I'll just walk through this whole thing. We have different sites on our dashboard here, so you can see these are ones that I've done in this particular account so far. And when you get a lot of them, you can search by the site name. Right here on the first page, you can do some interesting things. You can change the site settings and add headers and footers that are global. You can do your publishing, either something that Genius Pages will host, or you can select an option to do a custom domain so that you can put it on your own domain. And you can also go into the editor. I'll go there in a minute. You can click this button here. I don't know if you can actually see my pointer. The one to the right of the gear is a clone, so you can clone a site. If you have a basic, for example, a landing page that you want to make, and that's the landing page you always use, the style and the feel of it, go ahead and clone it, and then you can just change it for each order, and you'll have your master copy ready to go all the time of what you want. Same with a website. If you're building websites for local businesses or anything like that, and you've got kind of a master template that you use, you can do that, and then you can just clone it and customize it. We do have a section for images, and in here, there are some images you can upload, and you can do a search. I'll show you inside. There are images. We have a few of them up there, but you can basically upload any images you want. We do have integrations. Some of these may not be working because we're still in beta, and some may. You'll just have to try them out. I don't use these integrations. I use Zapier. I'm not going to click settings. It shows all my Zapier tokens and things, but inside the settings is a Zapier tab where you can integrate with Zapier, and this will integrate with just about anything that Zapier is connected to. There will be a direct integration with Chirply, which is our SMS and ringless voice and email system that also does inbound and outbound IVRs and text autoresponders and all sorts of wonderful things. There will be a direct integration with that. And one of the things we're also working on now is a direct integration for pay modules, so you can have people pay you. Right now, you'll have to use Zapier to link out to a payment system. For example, some of my things, I use Kartra. If you buy Genius Pages from me right now, that's how you'll pay. You'll pay through Kartra, but as soon as we get our payment integration here, I'm going to, of course, switch everything over to this because it runs so wonderfully. So let's go back to sites. And let's just go in. I will, let me see. Let me just find a little site here. It's going to be, which one do I want to use? And we'll just use as a template. Well, I'll just use this training for Genius Pages. Actually, no, you know what? Let's create a new one. Why don't we just build a new site here? That'll be better. So that's how easy it is, okay, to make a new site. You click that. Now you have, let's just walk through this. You can set your site settings up. So this is my test site for the walkthrough. Okay, I'll just do that. That way I'll remember what it is, because I'll probably come back and, oops, and delete this later. And again, you can put global CSS, global headers, global footers. I'm not going to publish this right now. There's really no need to do that. Save the settings. Yeah, all went well. Okay. You can also do page settings. So let's just show you this first. You can add extra pages, and you can name those pages what you want. We can call it second page. Oops. And then just click the checkbox. There we go. And we're on the index page right now. So you can come in here and you can do page-wide settings. If you want to give this home page. Looks like our lawn care guys are outside. So if you hear a lawnmower in the background, I apologize, but I'm going to keep running through this. You can do a meta description here. This is our test site. Put some keywords in here. Test site at Akehurst, Genius Pages, review, you know, whatever you want to put in there for your keywords, header and footer that are specific to this page. You can see, you can always see, double check which one you're up on, index.html, and you can include Google Fonts if you want. So we'll just save those settings. If you click second page, now we can go there. We can hit page settings for that. This is the second page. This is the second page. You can see exactly how easy this is to do all this. Keywords, I'm not going to put any, but you get the idea. Okay, CSS fonts, save the settings. Oh, and let me, just so you can see, if you go to the page settings, see we're on the second-page.html, because that is what we had named this. All right, so that's that. You can, we work on a block system. It's drag and drop, okay, and we have all kinds of different blocks. We have call to action blocks. I'll go ahead and just drag one over so you can see. You just click it and you drag it, and there it is. I'll come back and show you what the components are later. We have contact forms, all different kinds with different information and different layouts and different backgrounds. Now, you can start with a blank page and add what you want, but a lot of these give you a good little start to get going. We have content blocks. You can see different sides and images and columns, all kinds of good little content things there, different darker background colors. And again, you know, you can drag these over, and if it's a block, you can put it above or below another block. Now, these aren't going to look good together, but just to give you an idea of how simple that is. We have countdown timers. These are really cool. Let's go ahead and drag a countdown timer over just so we can look at this a little bit. We've got, and I'll show you how easy this is, right? I was going to do the components later, but let me just show you how easy this is. Okay, so you just click on it. You hit the settings, you can change your styles with margins and things like that, and then you go to countdown. They won't work in the builder, so you won't get to see it, but we can do a landing page that goes, with a date and time that goes to a particular day. We can redirect when it gets to 0. We can do, let's say we're doing a landing page and they only have this for 45 minutes. Okay, that's it, and it'll redirect when it reaches 0. Boom, sorry, this offer is closed. Here's another offer that we have for you. And you can just put what page you want that to go out to. And that's how that works. I'm not going to apply the changes because there's nothing I really need to do with that. You want to delete a block that you've put in. It's as simple as hitting the global icon or the icon there and delete it. It's that simple. Let's go back to our blocks. I got a little sidetrack there. We have dividers if you want to divide sections out. And some of them can have text in them in the middle. Embedding blocks actually doesn't work right now. Don't use that. There's an embedding components that does work. That'll either go away or get fixed as we go through beta. Here's what I was saying. You can do an empty block. You can put an empty block over there, and then you can build it from scratch, and you can move components in there and things like that. Actually, I'll just leave that there for the time being. You have features, product features. Look at these great layouts we have. 3 bys, 2 bys, 4 bys, backgrounds, different styles and opacities, basic ones with icons, all sorts of different things to choose from with features. And let's see, where were we? We're alphabetical here. Footers, okay, you want to put a footer at the bottom of your website. You want it to be the same. Maybe you've got lots of links, or maybe you just want a simple one like this that just has icons. Okay, you've got different icons. I'll show you this, how easy it is to fix an icon. Right there's the Facebook. Click the icon. You can make it go to a link. You can choose pages or blocks. Obviously, here we would go to our Facebook page that we want to go. You can choose which icon you want. We have a whole list of different icons. Obviously, if this is linking to Facebook, we want one of the Facebook icons. We'll close that out. You can put copyright information down there. See how easy this is? You just click and drag and quick changes, and you've got yourself a website. Whoops. Those were footers. You have galleries. You can do photo galleries. Look at all these wonderful different styles of photo galleries that we have. You can even do some with descriptions and alternating, great little layouts. And again, you can build those from scratch, but we've got them ready to go. Headers, these will go up at the top with navigation bars already built into them. We've got maps. The maps is basically just it's a ping file right now. It's not working properly. What you'll do with maps is you'll embed something from like Google Maps or something like that. That will eventually be working, I believe. Navigation bars, if you just want a simple navigation bar that you want to throw in there yourself, maybe something doesn't have one and you're not doing a landing page, you're building a full website, you can take one of these bars and put it up there, and then you can just edit it nice and easy, and you'll be good to go. It's bunched up a little bit because we have our blocks open. You'll see that stretches out when the page opens up. By the way, you can see what it'll look like on mobile, on a tablet, on desktop. And let's see what else we have. We have pricing bars. Look at this. You can do different pricing options if you want to do, you have different plan levels available, or maybe you have monthly, annual, and lifetime available. And then if you just want to put descriptions with pricing things over to the right, you can do that. Right now, our pricing buttons will just go off to whatever landing cart you're using, either by direct link or through a Zapier link. But eventually, there'll be a direct payment integration that is definitely in the works. It will definitely be added. You can do processes, step 1, step 2, step 3, things like that. Signup forms. These are, again, kind of like the contact forms we had up above, but they're a little bit different. They're just for signing up. And then there's going to be, slideshows. These are cool. Actually, let me slide one of these over. Okay, you can do slideshows. Let me go to this so you can see how they work side by side. And then you can have arrows. You can do autoplay. You can have an internal menu here. You don't have to have both of these. You can turn one of those off and hide it or add it or put the arrows outside of the image. You can, edit the images very easily and put different ones up there. That's the slideshows. Then I think next is probably subscriptions. These are just forms again, also some different layouts and templates and things that you can use. Team, if you're doing a web page or a landing page, and you want people to know who's involved in your project, look at all these great layouts for team members and bios. And this one has icons. You can link to their Facebook pages and things if you're doing some big project or it's a company site and you want them to be able to go out there. Testimonials, all kinds of great options for testimonials with images and descriptions. Just make sure they're legit. Don't put fake testimonials up on your website. And then titles, if you just want to put some good title blocks up there, or maybe a title with a background image and things like that. Then we have individual components. Okay, in a component, we have grids. So you do an empty block and you want to put columns in there, 2 columns or a third column to the right and 2/3 to the left, or, whichever way. Thirds, fourths, quarters, and halves, things like that. This would be good. Like you want to do sidebars, you would do that. Take it all the way down and you've got a website with sidebars. We have headings. We have buttons. You can do large boxes all the way across, extra small, small. Media, if you want to insert videos or images, you can do lists. We also have a list here of icons for social media things. You've got your normal text that you can slide over. We have a whole collection of icons, and you can come here and start from scratch with your sizing. This is the embed that works. You can drag it over there and put any embed code you want in there. And we've got individual navigation options you can choose. The map option, again, is not really functional right now. So that's how that works. And I'll just show you how easy this is, right? So let's say we want to change this little header here. Let's get this out of the way. You would just click on it and click the text bar, and look at this. We can highlight everything. We can make it bold, or, well, that font probably doesn't, but we can change the text color here. Let's just make it red so it stands out, even though that's ugly. We can change the alignment. We can make it clickable. That really is ugly, isn't it? Maybe we want the word set up to be a link. We can send that off somewhere, https://google.com. I don't know, open in a new tab if we want it, and we just put that in there, and that's a link now. It's clickable. See that? Look at that. You can edit your text. You can edit little sections too if you want to put some bumper. Maybe we want less of a margin on the bottom there. Maybe 35 we see is a little too far. We want to do 20. And if you watch, when I hit apply changes, it'll move a little bit. Oops, we do have to go back now and correct our alignment. And we've got buttons. Okay, so we can click on a button. We can change the background color of the button. We can, let me hit apply changes just so you can see that. We can change the font. You can change the link to open a new tab. You can go to another page in the website. We could go to second page if we want. We could go to a particular block farther down or up on the page. Or we can put our own. We can just type our own in there if we want. So that's just basically how it works. If you want to change your images, right, you go to the image. Now this one's in a slider, so it has slider features to autoplay or pause on hover. They can fade in and out and things like that. I don't need to get into all of the details, but this one has a background image, so we could go out here. We can change the background image. Okay, I'm going to copy that. We can delete the background image and just get rid of it. See, it's gone. There's nothing there. We could put it back. We can either load something up from our computer, or we can go to some other image that we might like better than what was in there and add it. This is just so simple to use. Use and insert images. Then as soon as we hit apply changes, boom, there it is. So that's really it. I kind of flew through this. I just wanted you to see, this thing is so easy. It's so wonderful. We can move things around, okay, like that. See how easy that is? We can move buttons up. Whoops, that one didn't go. You got to wait till you get a blue line. It's just, you don't even have to be in the same block. You could take this text and put it down to another section in the page. Just easy to do. We have pop-ups. You can do oops, you have to be all the way at the top of the page. Sorry. You can do an entry pop-up, or you can do an exit pop-up. The exit pop-up, you pop in there. You can edit the form. We have forms. You can edit all these forms with different information that you want, and you can set the settings. There's no delay on an exit pop, obviously, but do you want it every visit? Do you just want the first visit only? You can do entry pop-ups, and those you can set with timers. So your entry pop-up, do you want it to, again, every visit, first visit only? You can delay it, just a few seconds, or you can delay it a few minutes, all the way up to a half hour. Don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can. So all kinds of great features. And then you just hit your save button when you're done. There's a preview feature. I'm not going to do that now because we haven't saved anything yet. But that's it. I mean, this thing is just fantastic. Let's exit the builder. It's going to remind us that we haven't saved any pages, saved any work. That's fine. This was just a test. What did I do? Did I hit stay on the page? I did. Leave the page. So that's it. That's Genius Pages. I'm going to stop sharing my website. Then we'll just go back to me. There we go. And I'll get this ticker rolling at the bottom. Again, if you're interested and you want to buy this thing, if you're seeing this video, you're already on the page, click the buy button below. If you're seeing this somewhere else out on YouTube or Facebook, or somebody shared it with you, go to edsays.net/builder. The link is right there at the bottom of the page. Pick yourself up Genius Pages. I'm not going to announce the price right now because it's going to be changing all the time as we get closer and closer and closer to the actual launch. That price is going to rise. It's going to rise significantly between now and the time we launch. You get in early, you won't have as many features for the first month or 2 or 3 or 4 even, because we're just going to be adding them all throughout to the end of the year. But you're going to get locked in at a much lower cost. I've also got some great bonuses. There's a thing called Link Wizard, which has some link management and link shortening, and you can use custom domains and things like that. Some really fantastic features to that. I'm going to give you a starter account for that if you pick this up now while it's in beta. I'm also going to give you a starter Chirply account, which is our CRM and text autoresponder and email and ringless voicemail and all kinds of great things. That's going to have a direct connection, direct integration with Genius Pages. So I'm going to throw those 2 starter accounts in as a bonus if you pick this up while it's in beta. So that's it. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'd be happy to help you out. We do have full training. As I said, I've done 24 training videos. We go into, I flew through this right now, but we have 24 full training videos that will slowly and carefully walk you through each step, show you how to do this, how to do that, how to build beautiful websites, beautiful landing pages, great funnels, and see some good success from being out there and getting some exposure on the internet. Thank you much. I appreciate your time. Again, this is Ed Akehurst signing off. Thanks.